Now in Good Morning Northwest, former President Trump's business empire in peril. His fraud trial gets underway in about an hour. Will he actually appear in court?
Big changes today that are going to lead us to a much better weather pattern starting tomorrow. We're going to have the full look at the forecast coming up.
And protesters on the streets of Seattle. What has them so angry that they're marching to the mayor's house? You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good morning. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, October 2nd. Welcome to it. Let's get in with our first alert forecast. Here's Mark.
All right, things are looking pretty mild this morning. Cool into Colville at 34 degrees. We're sitting at 47. Not a bad morning. Down to Pullman, 49. Ritzville, you're at 44. Take a look at the 4 things we need to know as we get going on this Monday. Increased clouds throughout the day. We are going to get rain later on this morning and through tonight, but it's going to be light rain, so we're expecting 1/10 of an inch or so. Warming temperatures all week long, and it's going to be sunshine midweek all the way into the weekend. So we look at our forecast radar and we see this rain coming in again, noon, 1 o'clock into our area. It's going to hang out for the afternoon. Should be relatively light rain, some breaks. Then we see another round. And then overnight things should, again, clear out. And we're going to see, pretty good conditions, not only for Tuesday, but all the way through the week. 60 for our high today, Kellogg 60. The Palouse is going to be 61 degrees. Getting there our day today by 2 o'clock. Yeah, we've got that light rain that takes us all the way through the 10 o'clock hour. And again, our high today is going to be 60 degrees.
And new from the Breaking Now desk, Donald Trump is expected to attend the opening of a civil fraud trial in New York today. Now, this is a look at the New York County Courthouse, and you can see just how many people are already lining up for this morning. Opening statements are scheduled to begin at 7 o'clock in the case brought last September by New York Attorney General Letitia James, alleging that Trump and his oldest sons engaged in fraud.
Donald Trump falsely inflated his net worth by billions of dollars to unjustly enrich himself and to cheat the system, thereby cheating all of us.
And this is new footage of the former president arriving in New York last night for today's trial. James is accusing Trump, his eldest sons, and his family business of inflating Trump's net worth by more than $2 billion by overvaluing his real estate portfolio. Her lawsuit says Trump lied about his net worth for his financial benefit. Among the claims Trump faces, falsifying business records and issuing false financial statements. Trump, for his part, blasted James, saying on Truth Social, quote, "This whole case is a sham." Both sides chose to have a bench trial. That means there will be no jury and that all rulings will be made by the judge. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
A camper went up in flames Sunday along Highway 395 near Adams County. You can see the plume of smoke and the flames that engulfed that RV. And then what remains of it. The southbound lanes near Highway 26 were closed yesterday afternoon while crews responded. Still not clear what caused the fire, but we will continue to update our website, KXLY.com, when we learn more. The city of Spokane is joining dozens of other cities across the country asking the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn 2 court cases that put limitations on how cities can address homelessness.
In Boise versus Martin and Johnson versus Grants Pass, the court has ruled cities are not allowed to enforce public camping prohibitions unless there are enough beds and shelters to serve the entire homeless population. According to Mayor Nadine Woodward, this allows people to stay out on the streets and refuse services because they know Spokane doesn't have enough beds. Mayor Woodward says this effort will allow the city to allocate funding to services that focus on getting people off the street and into housing rather than doubling or tripling the number of shelter beds in the city.
Something needs to be done. Local jurisdictions need to have more control about how we address homelessness. And we are right now having to spend more of our resources than we really want on those night-by-night emergency low barrier shelters. We need to be able to invest in other resources that we know move people out of homelessness.
But not everyone is happy about this challenge. People like Julie Garcia of Jules Helping Hands, who interacts with homeless people on a daily basis, says this is another way of making homelessness illegal in the city.
It's cruel and unusual punishment to punish somebody because they don't have a place to sleep tonight, or because they don't have food, or they can't afford a home.
And the case is set to go before the court next month. We will bring you updates both on air and online at KXLY. WSTV.com. In Seattle, protesters flocked to Seward Park, marching to the mayor's home in response to his proposal to raise the police budget by $17 million.
Many of them are calling for the police department to have its budget cut in response to the recently released body cam footage of an officer hitting and killing 23-year-old John V. Candula in January.
We stand here today galvanized by what happened to John V.
Police just released video showing the moments before her death. The officer was going more than 70 miles an hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. There it was. That worldwide outrage ensued once this body cam video was made public in September. Seattle police officer Daniel Otterer joking about her death.
Yeah, just write a check. Just $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
It's truly disturbing and enraging and saddening to hear the insensible comments of this body cam video from the SPD officer.
Mayor Bruce Harrell did not meet the protesters or comment on the protests. He did speak about the incident in a speech about the budget last week, saying the comments by that officer made him, quote, incredibly sad and incredibly disappointed. Good morning, Northwest time is now 6 minutes after 6.
All right, we're going to send things back to Mark Peterson. And yeah, chance of rain this afternoon, but the rest of the week looks really good, actually.
It looks amazing. And this rain, we're going to get light rain, 1/10 of an inch, some areas, higher elevations, maybe 1/4 of an inch. That's it. Yeah, but it's going to be this afternoon. We're going to talk more about that forecast and what you can expect here in the very near future.
Are you a student that doesn't read much? I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Spokane. Coming up, I'll give you a reason on why you should start and what only 20 minutes of reading can get you.
And Congress averted a government shutdown in the short term. Coming up, what that did to the stock market, or will do to it, that affects your finances.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
What's better than the perfect cut of meat for a tasty meal? That's easy. The perfect cut of meat on sale.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only with great savings on USDA Choice Angus Beef New York Steak, $6.98 a pound. Limit 2 packages. Jennie-O bone-in turkey breast, $1.98 a pound. Prairie Fresh boneless pork loin roast, $1.98 a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only. The savings are sizzling.
We have a friend right now in one of the hospice houses. He said, the people are so happy here. And he said, I feel safe.
We get to be with people at a very sacred moment.
The mission of Hospice of Spokane is to help people live as fully as they can during those dying days and weeks.
To serve with a mission and learn how you can join the Hospice of Spokane team, visit hospiceofspokane.org.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them, and then you're kind of done for the day.
Now what? You say it when things get out of hand. At Prudential, we think you should say it when you hand down something valuable, too. Like when you realize a recipe is just one gift you can give them. Ask, now what? Here's what. You get life insurance from Prudential and help protect your family like you protect a family recipe. Who's your rock? Ask your employer about Prudential benefits or speak to an advisor today.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Jeff Sherwood.
A dedicated volunteer with Habitat of North Idaho, Jeff leads with compassion, supporting employees and customers each week.
Jeff volunteers and contributes to Habitat for Humanity's rehab shop in Hayden.
When I come here, I'm happy, and I'm happier when I leave. It doesn't get any better than that.
Jeff offers endless contributions and support to the shop. Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
MeTV presents Sick Burns on Frank Burns.
They say bad luck comes in threes. Does that mean Frank Burns is a triplet? Oh, jamming your jello, Pierce.
Get more MASH. Weeknights beginning at 6 on MeTV 4.2.
It is 6:10 on the dot. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Weekend work on Capitol Hill to avoid a government shutdown has stock markets poised to jump at the opening bell.
Overnight futures pointing to a higher open today after Congress reached a deal Saturday to keep the government funded through the middle of November. That also helped boost stock markets around the world.
Another deal also struck over the weekend, avoiding a strike at Mack Trucks. The United Auto Workers and the truck maker reaching a tentative agreement. The UAW is now into its third week of its strike against Detroit's big three car makers.
Toys R Us is getting ready to open up all over the place. The company behind the chain says its first airport store will open next month at Dallas-Fort Worth International. It also plans to open new flagship stores across the U.S. next year and will start putting Toys R Us shops on some cruise ships as well.
In our 10-second takeaway on this Monday, it's going to be clouds coming in, light showers later on, not only this afternoon, but through this evening. So have that rain layer ready for what happens afternoon. 60 our high today.
The second half of the Badminton World Junior Championships gets underway today.
Yeah, it's happening at the Podium here in Spokane. The 400 young competitors got a break from competition yesterday. Spokane Sports hosted a cultural day at the Pavilion in Riverfront Park to introduce the athletes and their families to the city's history and traditions. 40 different countries are represented in this tournament, and many of these junior athletes have never even been to the United States. Now, today, the players will pick up their rackets again, though, and finish out the last week of the Badminton World Junior Championships. Inside the Podium, there will be 9 championship courts and awards for mixed team and individual championships. The event runs until this coming Sunday. That's October the 8th. Pretty awesome for all those competing. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:12 now.
A group of veterans from all over the U.S. took on a new mission, helping victims of local wildfires recover. After the break, we watch Team Rubicon in action and find out why its members are so dedicated to helping others.
And it's a delicious way to encourage kids to read. We have a live report from Nothing But Cakes to explain just ahead.
For over 65 years, McVeigh Brothers has been on the cutting edge of the newest technologically advanced products sold. We're now offering triple pane windows, custom colored windows of your choice, and amazing mini blinds between the glass that will last a lifetime.
Get pampered, relax, invigorate, and rejuvenate. Seven Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa's new North Spokane location is a full-service salon that specializes in achieving this every day. Guests enjoy a complimentary drink with all services, including hair, nails, spa, microblading, full bridal, and more. Our 10,000 square foot spa, one of the largest in the Northwest, accommodates large groups, and walk-ins are welcome too. Seven Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa, a luxury experience accommodating everyone.
All week, we're taking it back. It's Flashback Fall with some of Kelly's biggest moments. And next, Kelly, Jeff Goldblum.
Watch Kelly today at a special time.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference.
treatments. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Veterans from Team Rubicon spent their Sunday lending a helping hand to people affected by the Gray Fire.
Yeah, for fire victims who lost everything, managing what's left of their property is costly and time-consuming. 4 News Now, Allison Martinez shares how organizations like Team Rubicon are helping.
Driving through Medical Lake, you see team after team working on destroyed properties. A new addition to those groups is Team Rubicon, an organization comprised of veterans from all over the United States. In the weeks after the Oregon Road and Gray fires, fire victims have had a long to-do list to manage what remains of their properties. Saturday, volunteers from Team Rubicon arrived in Medical Lake for a week of fire assistance efforts.
We come in with the mindset of that we want to help the homeowners recover from this, get back to some sense of normalcy.
Bill Blair is the field leadership mentor for Team Rubicon, which he refers to as the best volunteer organization in the world.
We respond to hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, all different types of disasters all across the world. But fires, for me personally, are the most devastating because you've lost everything.
During their week in Medical Lake, Team Rubicon is focused on cutting down trees and removing debris for 150 homeowners.
It's a tough thing to see these homeowners and talk to them. We listen to their stories. Sometimes we're talking to them for a half hour before we get the first, site survey done.
At this point in the fire recovery process, the county and organizations like Team Rubicon have taken over efforts. If you haven't been connected for assistance, here's who to contact.
We encourage them to go to their county emergency management or their county conservation district. Those are the folks who can be able to tie them directly in with the right resources.
Reporting in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
We are so glad they're here.
Yeah, no doubt. And Mark, you said you're actually going to be meeting with them later today?
We're going to be stepping in to do a project here in a couple of weeks with the Extreme team and minimizing what they're doing a little bit. In fact, they won't have to cut everything up in fireproof or fire log size. Sure. They can bigger pieces, and we're going to haul that out. And of course, if you go to the courthouse, they have all the information in Medical Lake for those who need resources. They've been doing a great job in Reimagine Medical Lake, which is an organization there and a 501c3, doing a great job. So we're going to talk more about that as the weeks come and the months as they continue to rebuild. Currently, we're sitting into the mid-40s into Liberty Lake, got 51 downtown, 47 officially, into Coeur d'Alene 49, Post Falls you're at 44. We do have inbound increased cloud cover and rain showers, 60 for the high today, south winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. And then tonight, still some showers south of us into the Palouse, continuing the early morning hours, and will dry out, 45 degrees for the overnight low. Again, not expecting a ton of rain out of this next system, but certainly a cloudy, showery afternoon. We do have some heavier rain that's coming into parts of Utah and making its way up into the central Rockies. That's going to continue to move eastward slowly as this next system pushes in and then to be replaced by high pressure. So we do see, when we look at the timing of this, around 1 o'clock, this coming into our area, light rain showers, heavier to the south, into areas of the Palouse and south, 1/4 of an inch expected there. We're expecting about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch in some regions. And then it's out of here and it's gone, and we dry out and get sunshine for the rest of the week. Going to be nice. 60 for our high today, 63 into Omak. You have 65 into the Tri-Cities. So everybody is on the cool side. But where we were 10 degrees below average last week, we're going to get to average by Wednesday, 66 degrees. And then we make our way into the weekend with sunshine throughout Wednesday all the way through Sunday. And it'll be 10 degrees above average. So an above average weekend coming our way. Whether it's pickleball or getting ready for the change of the seasons, the leaves are starting to change in a much more organized way than a year ago this time when we had snow over the green leaves.
Oh, God.
This is going to be a better setup to get the leaves and those things done this year.
Okay.
Thank you much. Nothing But Cakes is hoping to make kids' lives a little sweeter by encouraging them to read.
Yeah, if your child reads just 20 minutes a day, they can earn a free bundt cake. Ariel Drayton is live at Nothing But Cakes to show us the treats you earn for crushing those reading goals.
Yes, the Books and Bundt program is an initiative that was created by a few teachers to help students boost their reading and test scores. I have the store manager here with me, Dylan Pearson, here at Nothing But Cakes, and he's going to tell us what benefit does this initiative bring to our community.
Yeah, so it really is just an amazing program to help encourage kids, helping teachers and parents alike, to encourage their kids to find joy in reading.
And we do have some of those yummy treats right in front of us as a reminder on why we should crush those reading goals. So Dylan, what is the icing on the cake for this program?
Yeah, so not only do the kids receive a free Buntlet for their achievement, we have a small certificate, and if parents and the child are willing, we do actually take Polaroid pictures and post them on a small board here in the store to recognize the kids.
And speaking of icing on the cake, Dylan's going to give us an example of how they ice these wonderful cakes for these amazing students. How's it done?
So it really is a piece of cake. So the process here is relatively short when we talk about just one Buntlet. As you can see, that's as long as it takes to do one. But this time of year, we're very busy, so we are doing hundreds a day, maybe even more, as we get closer to the holidays.
And take a look at your screen. I'll give you some important details that you need to know on where your child can receive a free bundt cake. This is a program that encourages students to read from pre-K to 6th grade. They must read 400 minutes monthly, record their time, and bring it in to the bakery in order to receive their free cake. If you'd like to know more, visit us on KXLY.com. I'm Ariel Drayton, reporting in Spokane for News Now.
And their flavors, so many great choices, and then they have the special ones for the seasons.
Yeah.
All right, it is now 6:22. The Seahawks are all set for Monday Night Football right here on 4 News Now. We'll hear from safety Jamal Adams about his expected return.
And the Cougs didn't even play this week, but they still moved up in the latest AP Top 25. We'll tell you where Cam Ward and company are ranked now. That's coming up after the break in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
At Parker Toyota, we believe in driving with confidence. Parker Toyota's certified pre-owned vehicles offer you affordability and dependability when buying your next Toyota.
We take the guesswork out of buying pre-owned because every Toyota certified vehicles goes through 160-point check by our trained technician.
Whether it's a stylish sedan or versatile SUV or a fuel-efficient hybrid, we have the largest selection of certified pre-owned vehicles in the area.
See our huge selection of vehicles and receive our no-problem customer service at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Get ready for fall with Pape Machinery. Right now, we're offering big discounts on remaining 2022 John Deere compact utility tractors. Get a 1025R tractor loader backhoe for as low as $299 per month with 0% financing for 84 months. These offers are only good now through October, so stop by your local Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store to take advantage today. Pape keeps you moving.
Disney on Ice presents Frozen and Encanto. Celebrate the power of love y familia. Coming to Spokane Arena October 20th through 22nd. Tickets on sale now. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details.
This is a great opportunity to recognize the people who are behind the scenes doing the work.
STCU's Volunteers Count showcases people who volunteer.
There's just so many people that need so much help.
This grant that we just received is going to be such a blessing.
This is quite an honor. It will help so many people.
Tell us about a volunteer who inspires you. Go to KXLY.com/volunteerscount and nominate today.
Thanks to STCU and News 4 for doing this. It's amazing.
You expect more from local news.
News Now delivers.
It's to get you the information you need to plan your day.
We begin with breaking news and the breaking news you need to keep your family safe.
That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Well, it might be time to cue the Jeffersons theme song because the Cougs are moving on up. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesone. Washington State football has climbed to number 13 in the latest AP Top 25 poll. This is WSU's highest ranking since 2018. Washington State returns to action on Saturday when they take on UCLA. Kickoff is at noon from the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. The Seattle Seahawks will take on the New York Giants on Monday Night Football tonight. Seattle will welcome back one of its best defensive players, Pro Bowl safety Jamal Adams. He is set to return and take the field. Adams has not played since last year's season opener when he tore his quad. It's been a year-long road to recovery in which Adams says he even contemplated retirement.
You know, it was tough. It was tough. It was, you know, I thought about retiring. I thought about a lot of things. You know what I mean? Is this going to be it for me? I didn't know. But I knew eventually, after I got that MRI, I told myself I'm going to be back. And I didn't know when or how, but I was going to figure it out.
In other good news for the Seahawks, Seattle Pro Bowl cornerback Reek Woolen is also expected to return. Woolen hasn't played since week 2 due to a chest injury. Kickoff is set for 5:15 tonight, and you can catch the game right here on KXLY. We will have coverage of this one on a special edition of 4 News Now following the game. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
It's a big boost to have Jamal Adams and Tariq Woolen potentially back tonight for the Hawks. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is 6:26.
He worked a deal with Democrats to keep the government from a shutdown. Coming up, why this morning House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's job is in jeopardy.
And Kaiser Permanente workers are poised to strike. Will it affect your next appointment? What we're learning this morning about Washington's Kaiser employees. But before we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
The season hasn't even started yet, and Gonzaga basketball is already getting ready for next year. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesone. The Bulldogs.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Live with Kelly and Marcus, entertainment's #1 talk show.
Weekdays at 9 and 3.
You've got 4 days, and 4 days only to save like never before.
During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row.
That's 4 days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend.
Plus no interest until January 2028.
But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
You should Angie that.
Angie what?
Angie that. It means comparing custom quotes from skilled service professionals or booking at an upfront price so you can find the best price for you. Get started today at Angie.com.
At Denver Mattress, we're all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus no interest until 2028 and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker with the stories people are reading about online this morning.
13 people are confirmed dead in a nightclub fire in Murcia, Spain. Witnesses describe leaving the club less than a minute before alarms went off, saying all of the lights went out and family and friends were trapped inside. It's the deadliest nightclub fire in Spain in 33 years.
This year's Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine has been awarded to Katalin Karikó and Drew Weissman for their work on mRNA vaccines. which were crucial in curtailing the spread of COVID-19. The Nobel Prize Committee announced the prestigious honor in Sweden today. It is seen as the pinnacle of scientific achievement.
No one matched all 6 numbers in Saturday's Powerball drawing, so now the jackpot is estimated to jump to $1.04 billion. That would be the second largest jackpot this year, topped only by that $1.08 billion prize won on July 19th. The lottery says that 2 tickets did match enough winners to score winnings of $2 million each, and 5 tickets won $1 million. The next drawing is taking place tonight.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Monday, October the 2nd. Mark Peterson here with a look at that first alert forecast and a few showers maybe this afternoon.
Yeah, we're going to see some light rain coming into the area. We're starting to see the leaves turn. It's going to be a very organized manner this year for fall. Increased clouds yet today, and the 4 things you need to know. The rain coming in later on. Continuing tonight, it's going to be light rain. Warming temperatures for the week and sunshine coming in midweek and hanging out through the end of it. Right now, we're sitting at 49 into the valley, officially 47, 40 into Deer Park. A little cool air. And Cheney, you're 45 degrees this morning. So forecast radar calling for this light rain to really come in around lunchtime, just after lunch, and then hanging out with us through dinner time. And then tonight, 10 o'clock or so, should stop. We're going to have clouds overnight with still rain into the higher elevations of Idaho and Montana. And then we're going to be dry for Tuesday. 60 for our high today. It's going to be 60 into areas of Coeur d'Alene. And we're going to have, again, that rain coming in this afternoon. Winds are going to be relatively light as well.
Breaking news this morning, more than 75,000 Kaiser Permanente workers could walk off the job this week, including workers in Spokane County.
If it happens, it would be the largest healthcare strike in U.S. history. Unionized healthcare workers, including nurses and EMTs, are negotiating new contracts with Kaiser Permanente. Their original contract ended Saturday night. If a deal is not reached, the bargaining phase would continue. The earliest the strike could begin Wednesday, though Washington state workers have a local contract that doesn't expire until October 31st. Affected facilities are in 5 different states: California, Colorado, Oregon, Washington, and Virginia, as well as Washington, D.C. Unionized staff are asking for increased pay, job protections, and solutions to fix labor shortages. Kaiser Permanente representatives say talks are showing progress, but a plan is in place if a strike happens. According to its website, Service Employees International Union represents 3,000 healthcare workers across Washington that could be involved in a potential strike.
And at the Breaking Now desk, we are taking a live look at Capitol Hill this morning, where House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's job is on the line. Some fellow Republicans are calling for his removal as House Speaker after he worked with Democrats on a deal to keep the government running. House members are bracing for a Republican to kickstart the process of ousting McCarthy as soon as today. Now, that threat comes as Congress now has until November 17th to work out a long-term government spending plan. Florida House Republican Matt Gaetz is threatening to introduce a motion that would allow House members to eject McCarthy from the speakership with a majority vote. Gaetz blasting McCarthy for brokering a deal with Democrats and, quote, not reining in spending. McCarthy says he's determined to keep his gavel.
Bring it on, let's get over with it, and let's start governing.
The short-term spending bill includes $16 billion in disaster aid relief, but forgoes funding for Ukraine, a non-starter for many House Republicans who instead want to boost border security spending. Again, this would keep the government funded until mid-November, and Gaetz wants McCarthy gone long before then. If Gaetz files a motion to oust McCarthy, House leaders will have 2 days to schedule a vote on this issue. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
A desperate search is underway for Charlotte Senna, a 9-year-old girl who seemingly vanished from a state park in New York.
Authorities say she was riding her bike with friends around a loop when she decided to go around one more time by herself. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
This morning, a massive search underway for a 9-year-old girl who went missing while on a family camping trip in upstate New York.
They came here to just have an ordinary time. The kids could have a chance to be in nature, have a chance to be kids. But instead, the day turned into every parent's nightmare.
Charlotte Senna was last seen Saturday evening in Moreau Lake State Park, north of Albany. Officials say she was riding her bike around a loop with other kids when she decided to go around once more alone.
She's wanting to go around one more time by herself. Be that big girl, do it by herself. Literally 15 minutes later, she hadn't come back yet. And that's really when the nightmare begins.
30 minutes later, her bike was found on that loop, but there was no sign of Charlotte. Her mother calling 911 to report her missing. More than 100 searchers, including police, forest rangers, and residents from the area, combing the state park from the air and the ground, hoping to find Charlotte. Yesterday, authorities issuing an Amber Alert, believing Charlotte had been taken.
After that exhaustive search, when we couldn't find her here, it was quite possible that an abduction had taken place.
We are leaving no stone, no branch, no table, no cabin unturned, untouched, unexamined in our search to find Charlotte.
Charlotte's family describing her as a joyful fourth grader who had just been elected to the student council. She was last seen wearing this orange tie-dye Pokemon shirt. Police asking the public to call in with any information that could lead them to her.
We continue to dedicate all resources that we can to find Charlotte and bring her home safely.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
All right, some young athletes had a chance to play a football game at the new One Spokane Stadium on Saturday. Many proud parents were in the stands cheering on these 5th and 6th graders from the Spokane Youth Football League. Now, we spoke with Saxon's head coach, Benson Jones, who says he's optimistic about the future of youth football in Spokane, especially with this new stadium.
Now that the stadium here, I believe there'll be more youth sports games here, whether it's playoff or championship games, and that's what kids they're gonna fight to get here to play on this stadium. They're gonna want to do it.
Be kind of cool if championship games could always be played in there.
Cool.
Coach Jones says he can't wait to see more youth players take the field in this new stadium, which he believes will be a great pathway for future athletes.
Yeah, I would agree. How exciting to play there.
Yeah.
It's now 6:36.
All right, we are sending things over to Mark Peterson. All right, getting on the bus this morning, no problem. It's coming home.
Light rain showers going to be expected this afternoon into this evening, past dinner time. Expecting like a 1/10 of an inch. So it's going to be light showers, very light rain, drizzle in some areas. And then, yeah, it's going to dry out. You still see, we got some cloud cover out there. Let's take a live look outside. We're going to have more on your forecast coming up.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
A combination of fun and performance is why Kylie and I are excited to show you the Subaru Crosstrek.
The all-wheel drive Crosstrek offers an available 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine, giving you extra performance and power unlike anything on or off the road.
There's no shortage of space for passengers and a surprising amount of cargo room for your gear.
The Crosstrek now offers an 11.6-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto integration.
Check out the Subaru Crosstrek and receive no-problem customer attention at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
It's time for 4 News Now's Coats for Kids. Just drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate to Coats for Kids through October 31st.
SDCU is kicking off Coats for Kids with a fun competition. Ready, set, go! We'll donate as many coats as our brave volunteers can layer in 1 minute. Donate your coats at any SDCU branch through the month of October.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer WetJet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside. And it helps prevent streaks and haze. WetJet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
Spokane Boys Fall Sale is in full bloom, continuing through October. They have a large selection of water features, fountains, concrete statuary, and fire pits available. Now is a great time of year to plant. Stop in today to pick up your trees, shrubs, and landscape materials before Old Man Winter sets in. And yes, Spokane Boys does deliver. Stop by Spokane Boys Nursery Fall Sale going on now through October. 1113 East Francis in North Spokane.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
Now what? You say it when getting older starts getting old. At Prudential, we think you should ask it when your birthday opens up a new chapter. Like when you realize you've got the rest of your life to look forward to. Ask, now what? Here's what. You tap into the insurance, investment, and retirement expertise of Prudential and get everything you need to help ensure the best is yet to come. Who's your rock? Speak to an advisor or visit Prudential.com.
All right, welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S., and the craze has reached the National Mall in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, organizers set up temporary courts for a 3-day event geared to all levels. Throughout the weekend, there were professional exhibition matches, league tournaments, teaching clinics, and opportunities for newcomers to try out the sport. Paddles and balls were provided.
The Sphere, a new performance venue in Las Vegas, opened Friday with the launch of U2's new residency. The 516-foot wide, 366-foot tall structure takes up about 2 city blocks. It's the world's largest spherical-shaped venue. Inside, high-res LED screens wrap halfway around the 17,500-seat audience, and thousands of speakers deliver crystal-clear, multi-layered audio. The outside of the Sphere, which you've been seeing here, is a bit of a showstopper as well.
Indonesia has just launched its first high-speed railway. The project will cut travel time between Jakarta and West Java's capital of Bandung from 3 hours to just 40 minutes. In his opening remarks, the Indonesian president officially named the railway the fastest in Southeast Asia, with speeds of up to 217 miles an hour. The project was delayed by the pandemic and ended up costing $7.3 billion, nearly twice what was anticipated. The 685-foot train can carry 601 passengers. Interest rates have been going nowhere but up since last spring, and that has had a big impact on how Americans handle their money.
Experts say there is different advice for investors depending on their age. For younger investors, it's easier than ever to begin the process.
Even if you don't have a lot of money to start, you don't need these days a lot of money to start. You can start with almost no money at all.
James Royal of Bankrate says if you start when you're young, time is on your side. But for older investors, retiring in your mid-60s could mean you'll need 20 years or more of income. Experts say to make sure you're not too conservative with your investments.
It's important to have things like stocks or stock funds in your portfolio that can continue to grow over time and help meet your income needs. You want to make sure that you don't outlive your retirement income. That's not a place you want to be.
Royal says it is never too early to start a retirement account.
All right, good Monday morning. 10-second takeaway on your screen. Clouds, some light showers continuing through this afternoon. So make sure you have a rain layer. It's dry right now, but it won't be later. 60 our high today.
Popular on KXLY.com this morning. Take a look at what's going bump in the night in the Onion Creek area north of Colville in Stevens County. A grizzly bear. The Stevens County Sheriff's Office says the bear had become a troublemaker in recent weeks, breaking into chicken coops, killing the chickens. Despite non-lethal efforts to keep the bear away, it just kept coming back. U.S. Fish and Wildlife agents captured the bear and have relocated it to a wilderness area.
All right, hopefully it doesn't make his way back near
No kidding,
Colville
that's
again.
a big fella. It's now 6:42.
Ariel Drayton is live at Nothing Bundt Cakes this morning.
Parents, do you guys need a way to encourage your students to read? I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Spokane. Coming up, I'll tell you what you need for them to exceed your expectations. You don't want to miss it.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I got a call swap.
You forgot your check.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
R&R RV Center is your Van World Superstore. Solus, Travato, Echo, Revel, and more. Choose from front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, or 4x4. And bring your trade. R&R RV wants your boat, your Harley, your old RV. Van World at R&R RV Center in Liberty Lake and North Spokane. Or shop now at rnrrv.com. Eastern Washington's largest RV dealer.
From R&R RV, your RV Superstore.
Get pampered, relax, invigorate, and rejuvenate. Seven Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa's new North Spokane location is a full-service salon that specializes in achieving this every day. Guests enjoy a complimentary drink with all services, including hair, nails, spa, microblading, full bridal, and more. Our 10,000 square foot spa, one of the largest in the Northwest, accommodates large groups, and walk-ins are welcome too. Seven Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa, a luxury experience accommodating everyone.
Listen up. You've got 4 days and 4 days only to save like never before during the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. No limit. You'll also find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, dining tables and chairs, bedrooms, and much, much more. Plus no interest until January 2028. But don't wait. The 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
For over 65 years, McVeigh Brothers has been on the cutting edge of the newest technologically advanced products sold. We're now offering triple pane windows, custom colored windows of your choice, and amazing mini blinds between the glass that will last a lifetime.
Some days your body is a temple, and some days the temple wants sugar. You might relieve stress naturally on Monday and plan for it on Tuesday. Because being human isn't always so fries or salad. Sometimes it's both. So relax with essential oils or a glass of Cab. Fall asleep with melatonin and wake up to caffeine. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And now get your flu shot with easy scheduling, fast appointments, plus walk-ins available daily.
4 News Now is brought to you by Burke's Restoration.
All right, welcome back. Nothing Bundt Cakes is encouraging kids to increase their vocabulary and test scores by reading every day.
A group of teachers started the Books and Bunts programs that allows kids to earn a free Bundt cake just for reading at least 400 minutes a month. Sounds like a lot. It's really not that much. Ariel Drayton is live at the Bundt Bakery telling us more about the program.
Yes, the Books and Bundt program is a way for you to reward your child for crushing their reading goals every month. I do have the store manager here with me, Dylan Pearson, and he's going to tell us what the students need to do to secure their free cake.
Absolutely. Parents or teachers need to come to the bakery to pick up the reading trackers. The students will need to track daily how much they're reading, up to 400 minutes in the month to get their free Buntlet.
And what other promotions do you have other than the program?
So we've got our e-club, email club for the birthday Buntlet, as well as different deals throughout the year, and our punch card for normal purchases in the store, kind of a loyalty card.
And fall is near, so what can we expect to see here at Nothing Bundt Cakes?
Absolutely. We've got lots of different decorations for all of our sizes. The Bundt Teenies here with our toppers, the towers, as you can kind of see there, and lots of decorations for the full sizes.
And take a look at your screen for everything you need to know about the Nothing Bundt program. This is a youth reading program that encourages students to read. This is for pre-K to 6th grade. And they must read over 400 minutes monthly, record their time that they spent using the monthly tracker, bring that in order to receive their free Bundt cake. If you need more information on how you can receive one of those free cakes, you can visit us on KXLY.com. And keep in mind, they have not had anyone try the challenge here at this location, so be sure to encourage your students to be the first. I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Spokane for News Now.
Well, they might be flooded now.
Be the first. Let's go. Come on, readers.
All right. You are taking a look at, well, the sunrise over Spokane right now. It looks beautiful out there so far this morning.
Yeah, it does so far, but it could be a bug-a-wolf of an afternoon.
Yeah, we're going to...
A bug-a-wolf.
Bug-a-wolf?
Look it up.
Could be that and so much more.
It's not a very nice. I just learned it too.
In part of your reading, you can put that in under your 20 minutes. 6:48, the sun officially up in 2 minutes. 52 downtown for current conditions, 40 into Deer Park, 45 into Cheney. Heading over into Idaho, Post Falls, you're at 45 degrees, 46 into Coeur d'Alene. We're all going to warm up. We're going to be heading towards that 60-degree mark with afternoon rain showers. They're going to be light, 45 for the overnight low. Showers to the south into the Palouse for tonight, and then into the mountains of Idaho and Montana. So we look at, with our live satellite and radar, the energy starting to really form here. It's going to be, again, light rain showers coming through this afternoon, and we see it really starting to make its way into the state, into the Puget Sound. Again, it's going to take a while to get here. Once it does, we're going to see, again, those light showers coming in, heavier amounts south of I-90, and then moving through areas of the Palouse. They're expecting up to 1/4 of an inch out of this. We're on the high side. On the We're on the high yet low amount side. Like I said, about 1/10 of an inch, and then Tuesday it looks absolutely beautiful, and that takes us through the end of the week. 60 our high today, 59 Colville, 60 Ritzville, and look at Moses Lake at 61 degrees. Everybody is cool. Everybody warms up. 66 on Wednesday. That's average for this time of year. Then it's going to be low to mid 70s for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, what happens after that? I think you're going to like what you see. Everything starts going up the white line again. This is that average, that 30-year average. So we're going to be about 10 degrees above average as we get into Sunday and Monday with mid-70s expected. Oh, it's going to be nice.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be great.
It's looking great. I hope you make some plans.
Yeah. Could maybe be on the paddleboard one more time.
Yeah.
Ooh, guys, just put mine up. I can get it up. It's now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint coming up.
All right, Doug, go away.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Rebath Spokane.
From Chud Sr. to Dick Wendell, to Kristen and myself.
And now to our kids. Our goal is to help people drive for generations.
From roll-up windows to power everything. From stick to automatic. From gas to electric.
No one can totally predict what technology is coming our way.
But I can guarantee we will be here before and after the sale, giving you the confidence for generations to come.
That's the Wendell way. Drive for generations.
Save big this fall with Pape Machinery. With our limited time cash discounts, you can get a new John Deere 3025E for only $23,500. Stop by a Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store today. Pape keeps you moving.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
As a skeleton, I used to make a living scaring the pants off people, but I'm older now and less spooky. So I got this commercial gig for Northern Quest's $50,000 Roll the Bones giveaway. You could enter to win your share of $50,000 this month just by playing with your Camus Rewards card. And I can chat up that witch ornament across the street. Nice broom, Ursula.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah, it's the bristles really match your eyes.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Your time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your work week and the Monday in the morning sprint.
Yep, might want to grab a rain jacket before you head out. Mark Peterson has your forecast for a rainy afternoon ahead.
Ariel Drayton is live at Nothing Bundt Cakes with details on a delicious way to encourage your kids to read.
And Donald Trump is in New York today for a civil fraud lawsuit. Sydney Charles has the details.
But let's get right to some breaking news. More than 75,000 Kaiser Permanente workers could walk off the job this week, including workers in Spokane County. Unionized healthcare workers, including nurses and EMTs, lab techs, are negotiating new contracts with Kaiser Permanente. Their original contract ended Saturday night. If a deal is not reached, the bargaining phase would continue. The earliest a strike could begin would be Wednesday, though Washington workers will have a local contract that does not expire until October 31st. We have all the details of what unionized staff are asking for on KXLY.com.
Donald Trump is expected to attend the opening of his civil fraud trial in New York today. The lawsuit brought last September by New York Attorney General Letitia James alleges that Trump and his oldest sons engaged in fraud. And this is new footage of the former president arriving in New York last night for today's trial. James is accusing Trump, his eldest sons, and his family business of inflating Trump's net worth by more than $2 billion by overvaluing his real estate portfolio. Her lawsuit says Trump lied about his net worth for his financial benefit. Coverage on Trump's trial will continue coming up next on Good Morning America.
In our First Alert Weather, in that First Alert Weather app, it's been a benefit over the last couple of weeks. It will continue to be, so it's free. We're going to see, again, those rain showers this afternoon. Tonight, it dries out. The Palouse stays wet till the early morning hours, and then high pressure moves in, and things are looking really good. Today, highs of around 60 degrees all across the region, and we're going to have clean air quality with that rain starting in the noon hour or 1 o'clock.
Camper went up in flames along Highway 395 in Adams County, east of Othello. You can see the plume of smoke and the flames that engulfed that motorhome, and then what remains of it. The southbound lanes near Highway 26 were closed yesterday afternoon while crews responded to the flames. It's still unclear what caused the fire, but we will continue to update our website, KXLY.com, as we learn more.
The city of Spokane is joining dozens of other cities across the country asking the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn 2 court cases that put limitations on how cities can address homelessness. In Boise versus Martin and Johnson versus Grants Pass, the court has ruled cities are not allowed to enforce public camping probations unless there are enough beds and shelters to serve the entire homeless population. According to Mayor Nadine Woodward, this allows people to stay out of the streets and refuse services because they know Spokane doesn't have enough beds. Woodward says this effort will allow the city to allocate funding to services that focus on getting more people into housing. We'll have updates both on air and online at KXLY.com.
This year's Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine has been awarded to Catalin Carrico and Drew Weissman for their work on mRNA vaccines, which were crucial in curtailing the spread of COVID-19. The Nobel Prize Committee announced the prestigious honor in Sweden today.
The Books and Bunt program is an initiative that some local teachers put together in order to boost reading and test scores for students. Take a look at your screen. I'll give you some important details you need to know about the program. The youth reading program encourages students to read, and this is to heighten test scores and even their vocabularies. This is for students that are in pre-K to 6th grade. They must read over 400 minutes monthly, record the time, and bring it into the bakery in order to receive a free Buntlet cake. If you'd like to know more information, visit us on KXLY.com. I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Spokane for News Now.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, with federal student loan payments resuming, what millions of Americans need to know about paying their bills and how to still find some relief.
And popular on KXLY.com this morning, take a look at what's been going bump in the night in the Onion Creek area north of Colville in Stevens County. Here it is. A grizzly bear. The Stevens County Sheriff's Office says the bear had become a troublemaker in recent weeks, breaking into some chicken coops and stealing chickens. Despite non-lethal efforts to keep the bear away, well, it just kept coming back. So U.S. Fish and Wildlife agents captured the bear and have relocated it to a wilderness area.
Second half of the Badminton World Junior Championships gets underway today, happening at the podium. Players will pick up their rackets and finish out the last week of the tournament this Sunday.
For News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What I want people to know about Numerica's involvement is that it's genuine.
I work at a company that supports the community because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in.
We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
I'm Jonah, and I'd like to welcome you to the brand new Coeur d'Alene Nissan. You'll find the grand dealership lobby open, comfortable, and relaxing. A service center with state-of-the-art equipment committed to getting you quickly and safely back on the road. There's much more to experience. I'm inviting you to stop in and see us. We're just off Highway 95 in Coeur d'Alene.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
All right, there's a live look at, there's a little bit of blue sky. Then there's the cloud cover, and it's going to get cloudier as the day goes on. We're going to see rain showers that are going to be moving in later on this afternoon after the noon hour. Throughout the evening, it's going to be light, about 1/10 of an inch expected. To the south, up to 1/4 of an inch. And after this pushes out on Tuesday, partly cloudy to sunny. And then it's going to be mostly sunny for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even into the weekend. Warming into the low to mid 70s for the weekend. So, yeah, it's a rainy day and a Monday afternoon.
But when you look at what's beyond it, I think we'll all get by it.
We can do this.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. Hey, we'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts right now.